BBC Radio Lincolnshire, Mark Kennedy with us through to the next round, Mark.
Yeah, really pleased. I thought the lads played very well tonight. Thought we created multiple chances. First half, I felt we were wasteful in the final third, but I was pleased that we got into good areas and worked the ball well to get in there. But ultimately, you just want to get through to the next round. But I thought we thoroughly deserved the win tonight, no doubt about it.
Hard to inject sort of the intensity we've seen in the last couple of games, just a different feel around the game?
Do you know what, it's interesting, it's a good question, because I actually really enjoyed our performance tonight. I was really comfortable on the side. A good indicator is I remember looking at the clock and there was about 10 minutes left in the first half. One thing I wanted us to be tonight was patient because of their low block, and on Saturday for 25-30 minutes we were very patient, and then we started rushing it and forcing things, and I always knew we would get chances, so it may have looked pedestrian at times, but I thought we picked at times well when we needed to push it. Jack Diamond got in some brilliant pockets on the opposite side in the first half, so I thought it was a very patient performance tonight, particularly in the first half. But look, the great thing about football is it's all about opinions, and some, yourself, Michael, or whoever it may be, might see it slightly different. I don't know, and I wouldn't argue with any of that. I wouldn't argue with you anyway.
Put me off now. Jordan, he didn't actually in game time have a lot to do really.
No, which is again testament to how we played and how we controlled the game, and the little bits he did, I thought he kicked well, particularly in the first half. He a couple of brilliant raking passes out to Sean, and that's testament to him. One thing we've talked about is he's been excellent in training, makes a lot of big saves, his conduct as a professional, because it doesn't matter who's in front of you, everybody wants to play football and nobody enjoys sitting on the bench, we all know that, but we've really enjoyed working with him this year, and he's been a credit to himself. So, and that's why he played tonight. He deserves that. And again, once I went to pens, I said, you know, I hate repeating myself, but if I was taking a pen against you, I'm thinking, oh, I've got to absolutely bury this. And if you look at their first pen, you know, no one's saving that, but it had to be that. I have to say, Scott Fry was awesome, because the saves that Jordan is making is the work that Scott is doing with him. And you know, I was stood on the side and I'm saying, Scott, where's he going? He went bottom right, bottom left, wherever it was, and credit to both the goalkeeping department and the keepers. They all got it right, and do you know what was brilliant tonight? I'd say the happiest man was probably Carl Rushwood, and that's a credit to them, and it shows the strength of the relationship between that mad union, we call it.
And it felt like sort of that, if there's a key moment in the penalty shootout where Max is sort of squirms under the keeper and goes in, and then a great save from Jordan against, I think, Captain Love. Yeah,
it was a funny one. One thing we've talked a lot around the training ground is ownership, and what we want to do going forward is give the players more ownership. I'd like to think we're a very friendly staff in terms of Q&A. I'm a Q&A coach, but we want to give the players more ownership. So when it came to pens, it was a little bit about who wants to take a pen. You sort it out between yourselves. It was like, who's going first, who's going second. What I don't know is Max and Regan, I'm sure, normally go the other side, but just pleased to see him go in. Max normally whips it top left, like Morecambe's first one, so, but they went in, they got a little bit of luck there, and as I said, Jordan was outstanding again.
Your club captain came back today. We just chatted to him. He talked about being rusty, but he's come away with a goal in 60 minutes in the tank.
Really pleased for him. He's been through a really, really tough time, and personally, physically, but he's just been a constant in the club, in the dressing room, how he's conducted himself and supported from afar, and really chuffed a bit for him to see him back out on the pitch tonight, and a goal will be just huge for any striker, so that'll have meant a lot to him. But really pleased to have Tom back, and great to see him back scoring again.
And a bit of Teddy as well.
Teddy, really pleased for. When we played in the cup a few weeks ago, I spoke to Teddy about it. I'm not sure how fit he was. I think he felt a responsibility where he probably felt like he had to play. I don't think he was 100% in the game, and he looked free tonight. And you know, we brought him on and just said, look, we'll play with basically two false nines. Run around, be free, go and express yourself, and you've got the freedom to roam around and be a constant threat, and I thought he was that.
You got a break coming, but you're going to have a very busy period just before Christmas now. I reckon you'll have Wickham, you'll have a trophy game, you'll then have Cheltenham away, then Southampton. It's going to be pretty busy just before Christmas.
Right, I was having a really good night today. Honestly, not even thought about it just yet. We're obviously well prepared in how we do things on a daily basis and weekly and monthly, but I've honestly, my board actually, the last game on my board was Shrewsbury, so I've not looked beyond that.
And this little layoff that you're going to have with the players, does that give you a chance for people like Danny to get any closer to fitness?
There's a couple of things. So look, we'd rather be playing Saturday because it means we're in the FA Cup, but we're not, and we've moved on for that. One thing I'm really keen to do with the guys, so I think it's important, to share with people what we do and how we work. Like, our lads are going to have a weekend off. We're really keen to give the training ground. It's not just about players, it's everybody that works in it. It's a really highly charged environment, so emotional in terms of the results driven business. So we just kind of want everybody to go away and be with the people that they want to be with and the people they love. I've seen it how it works, particularly in the Championship. You get a lot of international breaks and people come back re-energised, bubbly, raring to go, and it's the first real opportunity that we've had to give our lads some time to spend with loved ones. We push them ridiculously hard in training. Nobody can train harder because of the way our programme is, and with Ross and the head of performance, the way it's been set up, like, training's tough. I think you see that in the game. So outside of the fact that unfortunately we don't have a league game, I'm actually really glad and relieved that we can say to them, go and spend some time with your family or whoever that person may be.